Hi, and welcome to this uh, first effort that I'm trying to make to talk about specific writing issues. I'm going to call these miniature writing workshops. One of the problems that we have in composition classrooms is that teachers don't have much of a chance to work one-on-one with students on their writing. Uh, you write the papers, and teachers like me make comments, and that's helpful. If you go back and read each of those comments and you scrupulously study those comments and try not to repeat the same mistakes that are pointed out to you in teachers' edits. Um, what I'd like to do in these videos, some of these videos that you're wading through, is talk about some specific writing problems that may keep you from making some basic. I hate to call them mistakes, but let's, for lack of a better word, let's call them mistakes um, in the first place. Today, what I'd like to talk about is um, the problem of beginning. How do you begin a piece of writing, whether it's short or long? Well, it's much easier than you think. And the rule, the idea goes like this: just start. Don't work sideways into your main point. Start with your main point. Just start with your main idea. Write your main idea. That can be your first sentence. You don't need to preface your main idea with nowadays such and such and such and such and such and such are the conditions, and this is a real problem, and many people have commented on this problem and have come. No, don't do that. Just start. If you're going to argue, um, for example, that Yejar's imagery in Kirbet Kiza is sometimes impenetrable. It's difficult to tell exactly what he's talking about because he's so into his imagery. Just start and say that. I will suggest, write this, write it this way. I will suggest in this paper that uh, Yejar gets too wrapped up in his creation of elaborate imagery to the detriment of his communicating his central ideas. Period. Now, just start. Just start. I know that is a radical idea for you. You're used to coming up with some big general statement and then gradually becoming more specific. You've been taught that way. Start with a general statement and work your way down to the specifics. No, don't do that. Get right to the point. If you have not gotten clear about what your main point is, get clear about it before you start writing. Don't sit down at the machine, put your hands on the keyboard until you have made notes, you've done the thinking, and you're clear about the main point you want to make in your piece of writing. Okay? That seems like a very simple idea, but it's a very powerful idea. Practice it in your next assignment. Try formulating very clearly what your main idea is, and start right there. Don't back into it. It's like when you're telling a joke. You want to get right into the joke. You don't want to have somebody telling you a joke and they string it out and they string it out and they string it out. You just want them to tell you exactly what the joke is and get right to the punchline. It's much cleaner, it's much quicker, and it's much funnier. And there's nothing wrong with funny, by the way. If you want to use humor in your writing, I'm all for it. It just has to be done well. It's hard to do humor well. So That's this video's writing workshop idea. I hope it's helpful for you. If you have questions about it, specific suggestions, if you'd like me to give you more specific ideas about how to make this work, be happy to do that. I would love to do that. I really enjoy writing. I really enjoy teaching writing. I would like to be able to sit down with each one of you and spend time working on your specific writing project one on one, not comments on your papers where you read them by yourself, but work one on one with you. It's very difficult when you have 27 students in a class. I'm trying to overcome that by these writing workshop videos. So I hope they're helpful to you. Let me know. Okay? Thank you.